right, you guys. Well, hello and welcome. Welcome and hello. Today is actually Thursday, which, damn it, that means that it is vlog day. And yeah, I got a full-on vlog planned out tonight. I can't do that thing anymore where I put all the timestamps down here anymore, but my main man, Jeremy V, I see you in the chat, Jeremy V. Thank you for being here. He's going to have all the timestamps. He takes this burden from me just because he's a good guy. Just because he's a good guy. Yo to you, Jeremy V. I really appreciate you. We're going to have all those timestamps in the first pinned comment underneath this video. And for YouTube, I want to say that this video is for adults only. We're going to be doing a lot of adulty things over here. We're going to be partaking in some vices, including alcohol and nicotine. This video is for adults only. It is for educational and informational purposes only. Yeah. Well, now that that's out of the way, like I said, we do have a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. I'm trying to have just a cool, fun, old-fashioned vlog. Remember when we used to vlog and it was real fun and we weren't yelling a lot and we weren't yelling at politicians and we weren't getting angry about legislation? Remember that? Remember how fun that was? That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing tonight. I've got a lot of stuff planned, and it's going to be a really good vlog. I've got a beer right in front of me. We're going to be talking about a little bit of what I've been vaping. I have a retro vape. I have a liquid tasting. I have a whole mess of mail. Danielle Jones. I got a Christmas gift. Still have not opened from Danielle Jones. It's a long story. They tried to deliver it. I couldn't accept it. My FedEx driver hates me. He took it back. It got reshipped. I was supposed to open it last week, and then I forgot last week. So right here, in fact, Danielle sent me a text right before this. I asked her to remind me. Don't forget about my package. She texted me, it's here, and we're going to open it. There's a whole bunch of vape mail. I got a getting to know GrimmGreen as well. I got another record picked out that we're going to talk about. I'm really excited about, but welcome, you guys. Welcome to the vlog. There's just a bunch of stuff right off the top here that I have written down on purpose so that I wouldn't forget. I'm just going to throw a bunch of stuff at you. First of all, I'm going to make a little bit of an apology to Mr. Wade Nixon. I don't know if you're in the chat tonight. You were in the chat on Tuesday, Bro Tuesday. He made some offhand remark about stupid Californians and Californians and they're dumb and, you know, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, whatever. He's just talking shit in general on Californians, and I responded and I called him a motherfucker, and I didn't mean to call you a motherfucker. It was just something that came out. I just get a little bit defensive about California, and look, California isn't the perfect state. I don't know if any state is the perfect state, but damn it, it's my state, and I really, really like it. I really like living here. I wish, like our country, it wasn't run by clueless, moronic politicians. But what state isn't run by clueless, moronic politicians? You telling me Governor Inslee is better in Washington State? You telling me Cuomo is better in New York? We all have our struggles, and so I'm going to apologize to you, Wade Nixon. Like I said, don't know if you see in the chat, but someone pass that message along. If anybody sees Wade Nixon anywhere out there, just say, hey, GrimmGreen apologized to you. I have a birthday shout out. I have a yo birthday shout out going straight to Shane. Yo to ya. I'll save your last name, but Shane, it was his birthday on the 29th. That was yesterday. Today I'm giving you a happy freaking yo. Thank you so much, bro. Happy birthday. Hope it was awesome. Hope you're awesome. Thank you for everything, Shane, and happy birthday to you. I have another shout out to do as well. And I'm not going to share anything about this shout out other than I'm going to say Andy E. Andy E, you emailed me. I read your email. It touched me deeply. I love you, and here you're shouted out, Andy. You're shouted out from now until forever, Thank you so much, Andy. I don't want to give too much away. I'm very sorry for your loss, Andy. You are loved, and here's a shout out from me to you, and I appreciate you. I also want to give a shout out. I don't need to know if I need to give a shout out to Jay Haze, but I want to give a shout out to Jay Haze because I finally got around to watching Jay Haze's video of the Rutgers, research assistant who came in. Of all the shops in Jersey She picked Jay Haze's shop, and I love that. But I finally watched the video of this Rutgers University girl talking about the e-cigs that they're testing, and she doesn't know what she's doing, and she had no idea anything about this technology. She's like, it gets burned and it's leaking all the time, and Jay's is just trying to be as helpful as possible in this situation. Dash Vapes, shout out to Dash Vapes. I don't know if Dash is here tonight, but I love Dave at Dash Vapes. He did a great recap summary, added a little bit of information on there, talking about this Rutgers University research assistant who, again, clearly had no idea what she was talking about. I'm going to put both of the links to those videos in the description of this video, and I would really highly suggest checking it out. The Jay Haze one is great. The Dash Vapes one is great. It just is kind of a testament to the idea that people, even researchers at Rutgers, which Rutgers has been very, very anti-vape. I mean, that's their track record is being anti-vape. Even this research university, this research assistant from Rutgers didn't understand the technology. She didn't understand what she had in her hand, but she made a little bit of an attempt to go to a subject matter expert and get some information about this technology that she had. And that's the problem with these politicians and these researchers. And I've said this, 8 quadrillion times in the past. They don't understand the technology, and it seems like they're not even willing to learn. All they need is subject matter experts, of which there are a multitude of subject matter experts out there. We could reach out to Matt SMM. I feel like he would be a great subject matter expert. Danielle Jones would be a great subject matter expert. There's a lot of knowledgeable people that are familiar with this technology that can hold your hand and show you how the little atomizer attaches and how you fill up the liquid and how to get the best vape from it. The conditions that they use some of these vapor products for in these tests are not conditions that any vapor would ever use. They talk about dry puff conditions and these carcinogens being created, and no vapor would use it like that. Anyway, awesome video. I apologize, Jay Haze. I didn't get to watch it right away. I finally got around to watching it, and it's incredible. It's an incredible video. Also want to give a shout out to one of my Yo-Yo Cool Kids clubs, Real Jim Shady. Real Jim Shady can't be here tonight to hang out with us at the vlog and have some fun and drink some beer and ingest some vices. He can't be here tonight because they're expecting their 3rd baby. Tomorrow it is supposed to happen. That's when it's going down, is tomorrow. So I just want to give a quick shout out to Mr. Real Jim Shady. Thank you for all your support, and congratulations, 3rd kid. That's fantastic. I don't have any kids. I don't want any kids, but other people having kids is great. Absolutely, congratulations to you. Absolutely. And then I just have a name written down here. Scott? Oh, Scott. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do right now, that is my new favorite thing to do, and it's been my new favorite thing. Look, I realize this has been my new favorite thing for a long time now. Can you tell my voice is already getting worse? By the end of this vlog, I'm not sure what my voice is going to be like. We already podcasted for 2 hours today. I mean, we were on the call for 3 hours plus. My voice is just going downhill fast. Luckily, I have a gigantic canteen of water that I'm trying to get to. Stay hydrated. Hydro homies. In fact, I'm going to have some. Ready? Have you ever consumed the nectar of shaitan? Oh, already that feels so much better. Feels so much better. So I want to do that one thing. That's my favorite thing, where I get to hear from one of my subscribers. So right now, I would like to see Scott talk to his Alexa about vaping. This is fantastic. Scott, what say you?
Alexa, is vaping safe?
Here's something I found on reference.com. Vaping, or smoking electronic cigarettes, is not healthy, according to the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Users of electronic cigarettes are still typically ingesting nicotine.
Alexa, is nicotine safe?
Here's something I found on reference.com. By itself, nicotine is generally considered to be relatively safe for adults. although it can cause various side effects, such as headaches or increased heart rate.
Oh dear.
Very cool, an advocate for liberty. I just saw that in the chat. You'll hear this in like 2 minutes because of the delay. So Alexa says, Scott, first of all, great video. That's hilarious. Alexa says at the end, oh, well, they're still consuming nicotine. And then when you ask Alexa about nicotine, she says, well, nicotine's relatively safe for consumption by humans. That is like the number one anti-vaping argument is, well, you're still addicted to nicotine. You're still ingesting nicotine. Well, should we do a little bit of a deep dive, legislators and politicians, and see what's bad about nicotine? What are the actual factual dangers of nicotine? These are things I want to know. These are, and this is something I said, I've been saying for years. And I said this, I specifically remember it was probably 2017 when they were talking about possible harms from vaping. And if there are actual harms from vaping, of course I want to know about it. This is what I do. I vape a lot. I've been vaping a lot. And if there are harms from it, of course I want to know about it. And the thing is, we can course correct. We always talk about legislating with a scalpel instead of a hammer. We also need to regulate with a scalpel instead of a hammer. And bad ingredients or something bad in an e-liquid like diacetyl, for example, even though, whatever, I don't want to talk about diacetyl. I don't think it's as bad as people are making it out to be. There's no vapors with popcorn lungs, but the industry self-corrected, self-regulated. Now there's no diacetyl in e-liquids because it was even like a possibly tiny little bad thing. We know these liquids. Liquid manufacturers know their liquids down to a molecular level. They have to get third-party lab tested. They're very familiar with every molecule that is in their liquids. And if there's some harmful constituent in there, it's something that is easily removed, taken out, make the product safer. Of course, FDA won't let us do that. They won't let us make the products safer at all, but it's something that can be done, and it's something that needs to be happening with a scalpel instead of a hammer. So thank you so much, Scott, for that video. Honestly, if anybody watching right now has a video similar to that they want to send over to me and be featured on this here vlog, you can send them on over to me, nick@grimmgreen.com. Just mark your subject, that one thing. Chances are I'll see the attachment, and you never know. I might get featured on a video. You want to shout yourself out, your shop, tell your story, say what your favorite liquid is, show off your gear, shout out your family, show me a drawing. It's cool. It's whatever. Literally anything, and you could get featured here on this vlog. Now, before I get to the beer, before I get to my beer tasting, I have one announcement that I want to make, and I'm saving this till right now in the vlog. I'm going to do the super chats right after the beer, you guys. We do the super chats at the end of every segment. If I can remember. If I can remember. That's the big if I can remember. Have one kind of a big announcement to make. The month of February, I'm basically taking the whole month of February off. It's just a matter of I just need some time off. This is the time off I was planning on taking in November, around my anniversary, so that I could take a few weeks off and sort of recharge my batteries and have my anniversary with my wife. And that didn't happen because of Donald Trump and because we had a rally in Washington, D.C., which I'm not going to not go to the rally in Washington, D.C. Obviously, that took precedent, and it kind of ruined my whole plan of taking some time off. This seems to be a trend now in YouTubers. I'm not saying I'm jumping on the trend bandwagon, but there's a lot of YouTubers like PewDiePie said basically the same thing. He's, I've been doing this for 10 years. I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to take a little bit of time off. I want to assure everybody watching either live, which welcome, by the way, here, I would hug you guys if I could, and anybody watching on the replay, GrimmGreen's not going anywhere. Are you kidding me? I've been doing this since 2009. I'm not going anywhere. But I am going somewhere for the month of February. I will basically be unplugged, MIA, gone for the whole month. And it just happened to work out that way. I'm leaving on Sunday to go up to Santa Rosa to visit with and help take care of Dad for a little bit. He's having some eyeball surgery. It's not a huge deal, but he is going to need some help. So I'm going to be up there next week. I'll be driving back down on Thursday. I'm home for a few days. I leave for Amsterdam on the 13th. I'm basically gone the rest of the month. And then the very last week of February is where I might be able to get back and hit the ground running, hopefully feel a little bit more refreshed, hopefully feel a little bit more recharged. And you know, whenever I say stuff like this, like I'm going to take time off, or I post on YouTube and I say I'm going to take time off, everybody is always really supportive of the idea. Everybody always says, take time off, we'll be here when you get back. And I'm just going to hold you to that. I expect you to be here when I get back, because I will be getting back. And hopefully when I get back, I'll be in a little bit better of spirits, in a mood, you know. I just need to step away from a lot of this craziness, chaos that is the vaping industry. And I had this idea last night for tonight's vlog. I was trying to think, what's the vlog going to be? Like, what's my theme? What's going to be the big thing of the vlog? Because it's always a thing, you know? And I thought, fuck it. Let's just have a fun vlog. Let's just have a fun vlog and remember what it's like to be part of the really fun vaping community. So gates open, come on in. We're just going to have a fun vlog. And then today on Instagram, I see Eric, Vinyl and Vapor, made a very similar post about remember what it's like to have fun. Remember the fun vaping community. You know, we get so worked up, we get so angry, we get so yelly at politicians and bad legislation and just lies from the World Health Organization and the CDC allowing people to die because they want to pin these lung injuries on nicotine vaping, which, by the way, it's working. In the news and advocacy segment, we're going to talk a little bit about that as well. We're going to be focusing on some state stuff in the news and advocacy segment. But we need to take a step back, and we need to have fun. And we need to remember that this is a fun thing. This is a hobby thing, and it's a fun thing. And not only do we get to help smokers transition away from combustible tobacco cigarettes, but we get to have fun doing it. It satisfies a lot of cravings for me, not just nicotine, but the fellowship aspect of it, the social aspect of it, the techie aspect of it, the liquid mixing, tasting aspect. There's just a lot to love about vaping, and I love vaping, and that's what we're going to do tonight. And I'm really excited about it. So this is going to be the last vlog until basically the end of February. The only content I'll be doing, and I'm not trying to exclude people, although it is, by default it's going to exclude people. The only content I'm going to be doing, obviously, is for my Patreon, for the Yo-Yo Cool Kids Club. They're still going to get some streams. They're still going to get a bunch of content. They're still going to get some videos. They're still going to get to see my adventures in visiting Santa Rosa and visiting Amsterdam and visiting Europe. They're going to get to go on that trip with me. And so that's just going to be my focus for the next month. And then I'm going to come back, and it's going to be like vlog, Tuesday Bro Tuesday, all the content. I'm going to build some Fuse Claptons again. I have a lot of great ideas that I'm really excited about, because I want to be stoked on vaping again, because as it stands now, the word vaping in my head has just become associated with stress. You know, I get on Twitter and I'm trying to be an advocate, and it just makes me stressed. And I think about vaping and laws and legislation and Governor Charlie Baker, and it just makes me stressed. And I don't want vaping to stress me out. I want vaping to be something I enjoy. I want vaping to be something that we celebrate rather than mourn. And so that's what we're doing tonight, you guys. Welcome. This is going to be great. So let's do a few super chats. You want a little bit of the super chat bumper? Just a taste? That's all you get. So let's start off with some super chats right here. The Dark Smoke 3, very gracious of you. Set up for tonight, the V200 and the Dead Goat. I approve of this setup. I definitely approve of this setup. Thank you so much. Matt Sinister, very gracious of you. Yo-Yo Nick, Club Graveyard, caused me to sleep through yesterday's stream and last week's vlog. I want to say hi and ask, what is the status of your RTA? Look, Matt Sinister, you get every pass in the world because of Graveyard Shift. Hashtag Club Graveyard. If you go back on my Instagram, all my old posts from like 2013 and 2014 are all hashtag Club Graveyard because I worked Graveyard and I know that pain. And Matt Sinister, sleep whenever you can. Just sleep when you're tired. Sleep through all my streams. As long as I know that you're getting some sleep as an ex-Club Graveyard member, I know how valuable that is. It's just, I still think about Graveyard Shift. Every night when I go to bed and I see that it's dark and I'm laying in bed, I think, God damn it, at least I'm not on Graveyard right now. You know, I'm not on Graveyard right now. I appreciate that, Inquisitive Quandary. I really do appreciate that. And you know what? It's not that I've pretty much dedicated my life to promoting positive vape culture. It's that I have dedicated my life to promoting positive vape culture. I've never felt a calling or a call to a higher power or a calling in my life until I discovered vaping. And this is literally my calling. This is what I believe I was put on this earth to do. And I'm not, obviously not going anywhere, but I am going to take a little bit of a break in February. So I really appreciate that. Barbara, hey, that's my cousin, you guys. Keep calm and vlog on. Love you too. Wish your dad a happy birthday and send my love. Of course I will. Absolutely 100% I will, Barbara. Shaggy, very gracious of you. Fuck yes. Let's have some fun. Dude, I got a bunch of vape mail back here. I saw a package from Mike Vapes. What? Package from Mike Vapes. Maybe there's a clutch in there. He dropped his new mod, the clutch, and I'm all geeky, nerdy, excited about it. Maybe that's in there. I don't know. Don't want to get your hopes up too high, but it could be in there. What I'm really hoping is in there, honestly, is a package from INFORMATIONal because they released the MVP version 5, and I feel like I'm not GrimmGreen if I don't try every version of the MVP. Because the original MVP back in the day, this is not a good hand signal. Is this a good... I don't like this. I don't like pointing. I need to think of something to do with my hands other than this pinchy Dudley Boys thing. The first MVP, the INFORMATIONal MVP, was like my jam. I just loved the crap out of it. The MVP 2 came out and it was like Vince McMahon falling off the chair. I'm like, this is amazing. Other MVPs have been fine, but there's an MVP 5 that I'm really waiting to get. So there you go, Shaggy. Big Rig, yo to ya. Love the Grimm kit. Artery Pal has an RBA for it. Yep, the Artery Pal RBA is compatible with the Grimm kit. In fact, Hell Vape, who still haven't paid me anything for the Grimm kit, but that's a story for another day. They took it upon themselves to release an RBA kit for the Grimm kit that I have nothing to do with, but my name is still on it. So it's whatever at this point. I can't even think about that right now. It'll just make me infuriated. Frank, very gracious of you. Happy vlog day. Happy vlog day to you, Frank. Gregory, saved a month for an Axle Pro. Ordered it today. Yes. Gregory, I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it. You know, you can do a lot worse than buying a product that is collaborated from Mass Mods and Twisted Messes. I mean, these two, they know vaping. They know cloud chasing. And you're going to have... I have an Axle Pro. I haven't built it yet, but I am really excited about it. Twisted Hex, very gracious of you. I'm so happy and excited you guys are dropping more OG recoils. Still my favorite RDA of all time. I have 5, but I will still buy more for sure. Any idea when they will be dropping? I need more. Here's what I'm going to say to you, Twisted Max. Soon. We've got them coming soon. It's gonna be a variety of all sorts of different engravings, colors, naked ones maybe. I want some naked ones out there in the world. I just love that clean aesthetic. Soon, Twisted Hex soon. Vapor Mist, very gracious of you. Greeting from the Philippines. Hey, greetings from America. Back at you. All right, we're going to pick up with Stan after the next segment because what I want to do right now, besides turn off my heater, is I want to drink some beer, and I'm going to try to get back before the bumper's over. Okay, ready? Here we go. It's time to drink through the head like a man. Did it. Wasn't even that hard. Wasn't even that difficult. Did it no problem. Got back in plenty of time. Got back in plenty of time, my friends. Plenty of time. So, the beer that we're going to be tasting today comes in a little baggie right here. And this is one that we opened last week. This comes from the Plume Room. This is... there we go. Summit Brewing Extra Pale Ale, EPA. Now, I don't know if I've ever had an EPA, and this ain't no twist off, baby. So I'm gonna run to the kitchen real quick, so just hold tight. Here you go. Hang on, I need a bottle opener. I need a bottle opener. I'm not one of these cool guys that can open a bottle with like their eyeball. Like you go to Australia and they're like, you don't need a bottle opener, clink, and then here you go. And I can't do that. I'm not a cool guy that can like take my AirPods and be like, no, bro, here's how you do it. You just, I can't. So I'm gonna go get a bottle opener. So hold tight. See, that wasn't so bad. I got my headless luchador here, and we're going to try this. We're going to try this Summit Extra Pale Ale. Now, I have had pale ales in the past, but not an extra pale ale. I don't even know what extra means in a pale ale. Where is my beer sommelier? I can't remember what it's called. Beer shaman? Beer master? Ruby, tell me what an extra pale ale is. What is an EPA? Ironically, I'm going to be drinking this out of a Death Ray IPA cup. So let's give this a little bit of a pour here. Now, this is my one beer a week, you guys. My one beer a week. Both of my doctors, my cardiologist and my ENT, have said, no more alcohol, Nick. No more alcohol. My ENT said, no more fizzy drinks. No more fizzy drinks. Your reflux, the reason that your throat feels weird, the reason that your larynx is swollen, the reason why it feels like you have a gob of snot in the back of your throat, the reason that you're clearing your throat all the time is from this reflux that you get. And carbonated beverages contribute greatly to that. And I don't want to exacerbate the problems in my throat because literally my throat is my whole career, you know? This doesn't work without a voice. And so I have to try to be calm, don't drink carbonated beverages, but I'm still sneaking in one beer a week because damn it, it's beer. I can't, it's hard to, as a craft beer guy, as a guy who has cultivated a nice little collection of beers that I'm cellaring, I want to drink those, and I'm going to drink those. I might stop buying new beers, probably not. Nope, probably not. Anyway, let's get into this. Let's get into this Death Ray APA. Cheers. Here's to you guys. No, Danielle, I'm not. That is a very malty. It's like malt. Extra pale ale is a weird thing that Californians invented. Okay, I accept that. I've had like Bass Pale Ale. I've had pale ales in the past. This is a very pungently malty pale ale. It's a pungently malty pale ale. And Danielle, no, I'm not taking any medications for it. My doctor, he's like, I don't want to just put you on a bunch of medications. This reflux is something that can be corrected with some lifestyle changes. And so, look, I'm all about lifestyle changes. I'm eating a lot of beans these days. I'm exercising. I'm eating better. I'm living cleaner. And so I think I can take care of this, hopefully without some medication. I just don't want to be on pills. I have this thing with pills, and a lot of it honestly stems from my dad and seeing all the medications and things that he has to take for his Parkinson's, and it's just it's a struggle every week, and all of these pills, and he has to take them every single day, and he medicates himself, and he goes, this is the good one, this is the bad one, I only take half of this one. He dials it in, and I fear pills. I don't fear supplements. I take biotin so that maybe my hair will grow. Just medication, I'm just going to try and control it. Just going to try and control it. Yeah, just going to try and control it. It's not acid reflux. It's something else. Ruby Root can pronounce it. Esophageal pharyngeal reflux. So it's a reflux that you don't even feel when it's happening, but it's happening, which is why the back of my larynx is swollen. This is delicious. This came from the Plume Room. Shout out to the Plume Room. Very, very malty pale ale. It's like I guess it's an extra pale ale, right? It kind of tastes like if Budweiser was a really good beer and then that beer was like double the flavor beer. That's kind of what this tastes like. Real easy drinking, as some people would say, sessionable. Pale ales always feel a little bit sessionable though. Very clean, very smooth, very malty. A hair of just a little bit of sweetness on the tail end of that. I don't have much that I can pair this with. Coffee, granola bar in my Alpaca Grimm kit. This is the mouth to lung coil, 13 watts. Sure, why not? This could be a thing. Pardon me. Burp life. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's great. Speaking from the time machine, on the podcast this week, we talked a little bit about like tobacco juices. And right now, if I had that VGod Cubano, that would be the bomb.com. That would be the ultimate beer pairing for this beer right here. Cubano. Shit, that's good. Dang, Summit. There you go. You want to check it out? Summit Extra Pale Ale. This video is intended for adults only. We're doing a lot of adult things over here. So real quickly, I just want to talk about a couple things I've been vaping. And this isn't, people call it a vape buffet. This is stuff, what I've been vaping, it's stuff that I've just actually been vaping consistently. One of those things is my Alpaca Grimm kit. There's a coffee, it's called Java Granola Bar from Yogi. I mixed up some 6 milligram mouth to lung coil. Very good. Very, very good and delicious. One of my end game setups for sure. This is an Aspen Modco Monarch. Its name is Tropicana. It's clear and pink, and you can see Pickle Rick's eyes right there. I like using the Pickle Rick battery wraps because it looks like he's trapped inside the mod, and I just love that. It just like Captain America frozen in the ice. I just love that. Black top cap. This is a naked original recipe recoil. It's loaded up with Pony on Acid and a real old school 15 mil unicorn bottle. This is great. Recoil RDA, kind of my favorite RDA of all time. I love that. Would not pair with that beer. You gotta try Indeed Brewing Lucy Sessions. Oh, do I? Gator don't play for 17. Do I? Okay, I will. I'll give it a shot. Yeah, why not? I'll give it a shot. This is something that I've just still been rocking like crazy. It's that Inokin Proton Mini. This is 100% going to be my car ride vape up to Northern California. It's loaded up with a liquid from one of my patrons, Sifu Mustache. That's not going to focus on that battle. You can't even see it. Sifu's Stash. This is a Peach Among Worlds, and it tastes like something like if Jam Monster released a peach flavor. That's kind of along the lines that this is. This is some of the best DIY I've had. Maybe, pardon me. Maybe it's been a minute since I've had some good DIY or since I've DIY'd, but really been enjoying this. And these Angry Mesh coil heads and these Innokin tanks, the Innokin Ajax tank, it's been holding up like a champion. Yeah, it's really Jam Monstery. I get like a little bit of like a toasty bakery component. I get a lot of nice fresh peachy flavor. Just peachy? No? All right. Another setup that I set up recently that I've been really, really excited about. This guy from Death Wish Mods Inc. This is known as the Nostromo. It's on the back there. It's like a astronaut zombie guy, and it says conduit down the side. This is the Nostromo from Death Wish. It's a DNA 250C. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, you're firing? Nope. It's doing that thing again. Yes. Okay, now it'll fire. It's topped with that Turk LE on the top with the little M Turks all over it, and this is just something I recently got out. It was a preloaded. He loaded it up all ready for me with those crackly Turk coils. I re-wicked it because, Turk wicks, he wicks a little bit loose, I like it to be a little bit tighter in there, but this has been fantastic. In fact, the liquid I'm vaping it with is something that's going to be released from Rescued E-Liquid. Hi, Beecher Howard. Going to be released from Rescued E-Liquid soon. It's named after my schnauzer. It's named Nico. It's a snickerdoodle custard, and whoa mama, it's good. I like the Turk. I like it. It doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles, but damn it, it's just a solid vape. That's been spectacular. Topside lights hanging out just till the end of this bottle. I have no more Boule Bolu, and that's what's in here is just the little bit last of my Boule Bolu, dead goat on top. This is in unregulated bypass mode, as they call it, because it's got like a 0.09 on top, so I run it in bypass mode. It's awesome. Hits like a squonky mech that it has some like safety features built into it and a little bit of a tactile button, which... that ticks a lot of boxes for me. That definitely does. In fact, let's try some Boule Bolu with this EPA. Let's, Yeah? Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Look, it's fine. Okay? Look, it's fine. And the last thing really that I've been vaping, Cocoa. Filled up with that same Java granola bar and 6 milligram. This cocoa pod has lasted me since New Zealand. I've just been putting new liquids in here, and it's finally on its last legs. Finally on its last legs. Bums me out. Last legs. Still vapes, last legs. And I guess lastly, my all blue setup. Blue USV Arc, blue Falcon 2, blue liquid on the inside, which, by the way, this is Benthol from Rescued, and it is delicioso in motion, but it is a coil decimator, destroyer of coils. Just cotton and coils stand no chance against Benthol. Zero chance against Benthol, but it's delicious, so you deal with it. It's like Yig. I love Yig. I used to vape a lot of Yig. It's just a coil destroyer. Say donut pounder, coil destroyer, totally worth it. And that's been rad, and that's minty and mentholy and wonderful. But yeah, that's really more or less what I've been vaping. I feel like we're doing okay on time here. Okay on time. Let's pick back up with some super chats. You want to see the bumper for a second? Okay, that's all you get. Stan, Tenacious TX Vapes. That's very gracious of you. Woohoo, vlog day, my favorite vid of the week. I'm going to shower and listen while I lather. Stan, are you in the shower right now? I love that you're in the shower listening to me. If I known you were in the shower, I would have speaking in a much more... Speaking? What? Speaking ain't a word, bro. Spoken in a much more seductive voice. I would have serenaded you while you're in the shower, Stan. I hope you had a good shower, my man. Ifer, very gracious of you. Take all the time you need. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. How's about a Grimm beer review when you're back? I have a can of Grimm. In fact, where's my damn phone? Dan, oh my Danta, he texted me this beer that I am fascinated by. Freaking fascinated by. Where'd you go, oh my Danta? Look at this beer. He said, so this is a thing now. It's a beer called Vape Tricks. Hopefully you can see that. Is it going to focus on it? Yeah. It's a beer. It's a beer called Vape Tricks. Vape Tricks? I have to try this beer. I don't know how I feel about this. It's real weird, isn't it? It's real weird. It's real weird, A, that the beer industry doesn't catch any shit for having Lucky Charms flavored alcohol, and now they have a Vape Tricks beer? Like, just what the hell? What is happening in the world right now? So I have to try it. So I'm going to try to track some down. I feel weird about it too. I don't know who makes it. Dan, he wasn't very specific. It just says Vape Tricks. My friend owns the craft beer cellar in town, and he just sent me this. It's just called Vape Tricks. And it's got a bright pink label, colors, colorful things that attract kids, and then a bunch of vape tricks kind of happening. There's like a little genie or a little ghosty guy, and then a bunch of O's happening. There's all these like green mouths, like exhaling vape. And it's called Vape Tricks. And I don't know how I feel about it, other than I definitely need to try it. How could I not try that beer? I have to. I just have no GD choice. I just got to try that beer. So yeah, we got beer. We got That's What She Said, which is on tonight, by the way. It's on tonight. I'm going to have some shed time. I'm going to watch That's What She Said, and I'm really excited about it. We got What I've Been Vaping. Let's do it. Let's do a little bit of news and advocacy right now. And I got a new news and advocacy bumper courtesy of someone whose name I completely forgot. Something about Wicks or Clouds or something like that. Prairie Artisan Ales, they're the ones that make it. All right. Prairie Artisan Ales Vape Tricks. Let's just roll the new bumper. It's just a real quick little placeholder bumper, but I really like it. It's time for some news and advocacy, friends. So like I said, we're going to be talking about some state stuff. Let's do... Oh, shit, I forgot to do the super chats. Okay, disregard that timestamp, Jeremy V. Disregard that news and advocacy. We're going to do a few more of the super chats right now. That's all you get. We didn't get to Josh. Where's Josh? Josh, very gracious of you. Hey, brother, huge fan. Thanks for being the best. Thank you for being a huge fan. I don't know. I'm certainly not the best. I'm certainly an option. I'm certainly present. But I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm bad with compliments, but thank you. Mike, very gracious of you. You didn't say anything. You didn't have to. Eddie, very gracious of you. I'm from New Jersey. Do you think I'll still be able to buy liquids online? I'm very confused about this. I don't know. I wish I had an answer for you, but I really don't. I think that online sales will be okay in New Jersey, but if they implement a tax in New Jersey, and this is something we're going to talk about in the news and advocacy segment a little bit as well, but if they implement a tax in New Jersey, then if you order something online, you have to still pay the state that tax. You have to record that transaction, the amount of it, how much you owe the state of New York, and technically you're supposed to, or New Jersey, technically you're supposed to pay the state the tax that you ordered online. I don't know of anybody that has ever done that, but technically that is what is supposed to happen. New Jersey is supposed to get their tax. It's the same thing that's about to happen in Utah. Although I think Utah is actually going to ban online sales as well. I'm confused about it. Maybe we can get some clarification in the chat from someone more knowledgeable than myself. Vape Level Midnight. Taking a month off equals me watching old vlogs. That's the spirit. Thank you, Vape Level Midnight. You know, there is a long catalog of vlogs. I started doing these vlogs, not the live ones, but these vlogs, similar format, in 2013. So we got years of vlogs. You really want to go be really entertained? Go back to like early 2014. Watch a few vlogs. It's a trip. It is a trip. Eifer, the Anakin MVP5 is dope. Also, love the WWE reference. Yeah, Dudley Boys. In fact, I learned recently that with the ABC app on my Apple TV, I can watch Monday Night Raw. I haven't watched wrestling in probably a decade, but I used to be a huge wrestling fan. My brother and I would go to every live event we possibly could. We just lived, sleep, eat, breathe wrestling. In fact, way back in the day, and maybe someday you guys will see this footage, my brother and I used to sit outside my porch at my house in Lake Tahoe and record ourselves. We'd set up a camera literally just like this. We'd sit outside, we'd sit side by side, and we would smoke cigars and drink beer and talk about wrestling. We would record after Thursday night SmackDown. We would talk about everything on SmackDown, and we'd give our little commentary on the wrestling world and what we think is going to happen. It's some pretty entertaining video, and it does exist in digital form, and maybe someday that will see the light of day. Bradley, very gracious of you. Please shout out my girlfriend for being a fellow vapor and dealing with me through all of this and sticking around and watching the vlog live with us. Hell yeah, Bradley Chase's girlfriend. Don't know your name. Guys are bad at introducing their girlfriends. They just say, it's my girlfriend. To be fair, I'm bad at introducing my wife to anybody. She generally just does it herself. She's like, hi, by the way, I'm Casey. And I'm like, oh yeah, I have a wife. This is her. It's Casey. Shout out to Bradley Chase's girlfriend there. Joseph, very gracious of you. Happy birthday, Papa Green. Callie Strong, take care of yourself. We will all be here when you get back. Have fun, brother. P.S. Take care of your throat. Yes. That's top priority, really, is taking care of the throat. I can already feel it. I have a little bit of irritation going on right now, and I know by the end of the vlog, it's going to just get worse. And that's just the way Thursdays are, because I do a lot of talking on Thursdays, a lot of talking on Tuesdays. Thankfully, tonight I have a beer. Cheers. Jeannie. So I may or may not have landed in Twitter jail a couple of weeks ago. I may or may not have called elite corporations and politicians out on their lies and bullshit. I also may or may not have called them a bunch of cunt rags. Wow. See, the C word, the cunt word, is one of my favorite words of all time. Bogan uses it just liberally. But in the United States of America, it is the last obscenity that can truly offend someone, that can like really piss someone off. The first time I heard my wife, my then girlfriend, I guess, use the word cunt rocket, I lost my mind. I thought that was the funniest thing I'd ever heard. She described someone as a cunt rocket, and I couldn't handle how funny that was. I hope you get out of Twitter jail soon. Just, you don't have to use obscenities, Jeannie. You don't have to. It's fun, but you don't have to. Nick Smith, very gracious of you. When's the next vape tour? That's a great question. I have no idea. I couldn't possibly imagine when the next vape tour is going to be. That is such a far off thought to me right now. You know, the first vape tour was really, really fun. I mean, really, really fun. We got a lot of people come out to a lot of shops, and, you know, that was the point of the vape tour. I've said this before, but it was to bring some love to the shops, you know? Shops need love, and in 2017, we wanted to try to bring shop love back, and I think we were successful, at least on the West Coast. I don't know. Now that you've said it, you got my gears turning, and I kind of want to do it again, but take that, you know, with a grain of salt. There could be another vape tour. I don't know. British Eyes, no vlog, search Attack of the Killer Appliances. Yeah. What do you mean? You don't know about Attack of the Killer Appliances? It's a cult classic movie, British Eyes. Cult classic. All right, well, let's pick back up with Grant when we get back to the super chats. And right now is the official timestamp. Let's do some news and advocacy. God, what a very professional, slick bumper that is. So, first things first, Utah. Actually, first things first, Utah. Let's do first things first, Utah. I was going to say bio break, but you know what? I'm just going to power through the news and advocacy, and we'll take a bio break after the news and advocacy. We can all get up and stretch our legs a little bit. Utah lawmakers continue to push efforts to stem youth vaping. So the problem in Utah is they're not going to do anything that is going to fix youth. It's going to fix youth vaping. So it's not a huge surprise. Utah is a state that just hasn't been a fan of vaping. Much like California, much like New York, much like Massachusetts, Utah is just one of those states that they're like, welcome to Utah. We fucking hate vaping, you know? That's just the way it is. They want to put an 86% tax on all vapor products, in addition to things like a flavor ban, with very little pushback. The problem is the governor, and am I going to have to learn the governor's name of Utah now? The governor is just Utah Governor Gary Herbert. Utah Governor Gary Herbert said anyone using a vaping product, particularly youth, are at risk of various health problems, including inhibited brain development. So if you're a 30-year-old adult smoker, they don't want you to vape in Utah because, could inhibit your brain development. As a 30-year-old, he also irresponsibly and unforgivably makes the correlation. At least 127 Utahns have been hospitalized with lung injuries related to e-cig use, including one person who died. I'm sorry, Gary Herbert, Utah governor. You know that the CDC and FDA said that all, not most, all of the lung injuries associated with EVALI were due to black market, illicit, contaminated THC cartridges sold by drug dealers on Snapchat. Like, I feel like I'm just a broken record when I say that, and I can't believe that the Utah governor is still making the correlation between looking for Bob Berkowitz in the Forest of Doom. Yeah, that's a deep cut there, British Eyes. I cannot believe that he is still correlating the lung injuries with legal nicotine vaping. It's going to be SB 0037 in Utah. Vaping and e-cigarette products will be considered the same as tobacco products and subject to the same rules. It establishes hopefully one of the best preventative measures and puts a significant tax on vaping e-cigarettes and vaping products, which will be the same tax that is on all other tobacco products. Yes, definitely that's what you want to do. You want to make the most successful stop smoking product ever created, ever existed in the history of mankind, less accessible to the smokers whose lives it would save. Is there like something that you can do to a governor? I mean, protest, lawsuits, hold them accountable. I mean, this is anti-public health. This is anti-public health. So there you go. SB 0037, vaping and e-cigarette products will be considered the same as tobacco products and subject to the same exact rules. Utah. Go government of Utah. You're going to have a lot of people smoking cigarettes. You're going to have another big black market issue in your state. You're not addressing anything that has to do with the lung injuries. THC, vitamin E acetate, not even mentioned just once in this entire article. I'm going to put the I'm going to put the link to this article in the chat right now. And I am going to put this in the description of this video as well if you want to get real mad and ragey at Utah. And it makes me insane because it's the same thing that's going. It's just misinformation. That's all it is. That's all this comes down to, is just propaganda, misinformation. They're conflating these two issues between the vitamin E acetate and legal nicotine-flavored products, and then they throw the kids in there, and they just stir it all up in a big, confusing, misinforming stew, and then they just throw it at the public, and nobody knows what to think, and nobody knows what to believe, and nobody knows what the facts are, what the truth is. Is vaping worse than cigarettes? Is vaping better than cigarettes? Why are people dying? I don't know. Everyone says vaping. It must be vaping. Unreal. This legislation, these statements are going to age like milk because we have so much science behind us. I mean, come on, New England Journal of Medicine, twice as effective as any NRT on the market. There was an article I just read on the podcast from the BBC that was talking about if you quit smoking and you start vaping, whether that vaping has nicotine in it or not, the healthy cells in your lungs that weren't damaged by smoking will actually repair the cells that were, and your lungs will heal themselves. You could put down a cigarette and pick up a vape, and your lungs will start healing themselves. This is science. They can't run from the science forever, but they're really trying. Really trying. Also wanted to mention august8th.org is still a great website. For a while in 2016, we were really pushing august8th.org. If you go back in my Instagram account, every post I made for like 6 months all included august8th.org watermarks, august8th.org in the description. August8th.org is still a site. It is a voter voice site set up. Pardon me, that was really bad timing. Set up by the wonderful people at CASA. It deals with things on a federal level. Civil war? Here's what I know. Something needs to change. Something needs to change. And truly and honestly, if you guys want to get real mad at me, I'm kind of leaning towards Bernie Sanders. Yeah, I said it. Kind of leaning towards Bernie Sanders. That's just me. I'm never going to tell you who to vote for. You should vote your hopes. Vote your hopes. So august8th.org is still a website, and CASA has mountains of calls to action. They have a Florida call to action right now. 2 bills, SB 810, online sales ban, and SB 1349, 85% wholesale tax, are scheduled for a committee meeting on Monday, February 3rd, which is this coming Monday. Please take a moment right now to send a message to the committee members. CASA has made it real easy for you. They list their phone numbers, they list all the committee members, they list all the emails, and they list all of their Twitters. SB 810 bill sponsors are taking the opportunity to update the state's minimum tobacco age sales to 21, which is now federal law, to implement a ban on all online sales. While some might believe that this will be an advantage for specialty retailers, the reality is that banning online sales only hurts people who do not have access to a vape shop. Moreover, online age verification platforms are available that are arguably more thorough and reliable than ID checks at a physical point of sale. Not to mention, the shops in Florida are about to have an 85% wholesale tax dropped on them. This is a statement I made in 2010. I said that the government isn't going to ban vaping. They're just going to make it as difficult as possible for you to vape. Bernie Sanders isn't against vaping. He hasn't said anything about vaping. Bernie Sanders has not said a thing about vaping. I think he has said one thing about vaping. One thing about vaping. But that doesn't, I mean, as Matt Cully said on YouTube, or as Matt Cully said on Twitter, we can't write off politicians because they've said something negative about vaping in the past. What we have to do is get in their ear and educate them and turn them, get them to change. Nobody's a great candidate for vaping right now. 0 people are. But you got to vote your hopes. You got to vote your hopes. Let's see. I've never voted Dem in my life. And you know, people make this like, well, you're a libertarian. Why would you vote for a democratic socialist? Why would you vote for a socialist if you're a libertarian? The thing is, socialists, democratic socialists, and libertarians both agree on what is wrong with the country. Things like crony capitalism, things like monopolies. We agree on a lot of what's wrong with the country. We only disagree on the way we should go about fixing it. That's really where the big void is. We only really disagree on the way to fix it. My biggest thing for Bernie Sanders right now is Bernie Sanders has been consistent his entire life in his messaging, in his hopes, in his convictions. He's been consistent his entire life. He has never flip-flopped. I cannot believe, I don't mean to get political. We're not getting political tonight. We can't. We have to save politics for Tuesday, Bro Tuesday. We have to save, I don't know why I mentioned Bernie Sanders. Forget that I said Bernie Sanders. Tuesday, Bro Tuesday is the political day. This is fun vlog day. So let's talk about some calls to action. So that's what's going on in Florida. All of these calls to actions will be separately linked in the description of this video, or you can head over to CASA, click the calls to actions, ME. What state is ME? Me. Why can't I think of this? Me? What state is this? Maine. Okay. Wow, I can't believe I didn't know that. In fact, I can believe that I didn't know that because I do not geography, bro. We've established this over the years. I do not geography. This is a Maine. Stop an all-out ban on vapor products. Maine is going to ban everything. Thank you, Ghost King. Thank you, Green-Eyed Lady. Thank you, Danielle Jones. Thank you, Scott Jenkins. Thank you, Dallas Vapor. Thank you, Janae. Thank you, Ted. Thank you, Vape Level Midnight. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Nicole. Maine, all-out ban on vapor products. SP 725, a bill, SP 725, that would set unrealistic conditions for allowing the sale of vapor products, is scheduled for a public hearing on Wednesday, February 5th, 2020. Please make plans to attend this hearing. Even if you do not plan to speak, your presence is important as it demonstrates the large number of people affected by this issue. Yes. Can't stress that enough. Go to these flavor ban hearings. It's a few hours out of your day. Take the day off work, call in sick, just, I don't feel good. I got to go yell at my government. Go, even if you don't speak, even if you don't want to speak, your presence there is really, really critical. It shows numbers. When I went to the LA County flavor ban hearing last year, well, the most recent LA County flavor ban hearing, there was an army of menthol smokers there, all wearing bright green shirts. All of them spoke. Not all of them spoke. Most of them spoke. But you couldn't walk into the room without your eyes instantly going to this enormous crowd of people all saying, look, we want to smoke menthol cigarettes. And you know what? Damn it, they should be allowed to smoke menthol cigarettes. It's a Maine problem. Yeah, very funny, Light Bear. They all wanted to smoke menthol cigarettes, and damn it, you're a free adult American. Smoke a menthol cigarette if you want to. I wouldn't recommend it, but if you want to, do it. Or don't do it. I'm not the boss of you. You're the boss of yourself. It's personal liberty. It's individual liberty. They were organized. They were there. They were in force. They were organized. And I have never seen something like that. Never seen something like that. I've never seen a mountain of vapors show up at a flavor ban hearing all wearing bright red shirts that say, "We vape, we vote." I mean, could you imagine the impact that something like that would have? So, SP 725. This is not just a flavor ban. SP 725 establishes certain benchmarks that must be achieved in order for rules governing the sale of vapor products to move forward. At the very top of the schedule, e-cigarettes must be approved for sale as a therapeutic product. The path to market is distinctly different from introducing a new recreational nicotine product, but like the pre-market tobacco application, a marketing order for a therapeutic product is granted on a product-by-product basis. It does not, as the law suggests, allow for an entire category to be marketed. So this is a full-on vape ban. If you're in Maine, you're about to have 100% prohibition. Nothing. And it's on a product-by-product basis, which means you can't just have RDAs become a therapeutic product like they want them to be in Maine. It would need to be the recoil RDA. I'll apply for this RDA to be on the market in Maine as a therapeutic device. You're damn right, Kyle. We choose our vices. We choose our vices. We choose our vices. Not Maine, not Mike Bloomberg. I don't know why I threw his name out there. I just hate the guy. Not Mike Bloomberg. So that's what's happening in Maine. Awful. Virginia, stand up to vapor taxes. 2 bills that would enact new taxes on vapor products are on the move in the Virginia legislature. SB 852 on the agenda in the Senate Committee on Finance Appropriations would impose a 39% wholesale tax on e-liquids and devices. Not even a finished vapor product. Not even a finished vapor product. Just any device, any battery holder. Oh, you have the possibility of buying something else and then attaching it to your battery holder and then buying a liquid and putting that liquid in the product on your battery holder, the battery holder tobacco product. Yeah. Virginia logic. And HB 1120, referred to the House Committee on Finance, would also impose a 39% wholesale tax on e-liquids and devices. Yeah, absolutely. That's the way to keep business in your state. Virginia. Just tax the fuck out of it. This is why I'm a libertarian. Taxes. That is my one really libertarian sticking point. You know, it's like personal freedom, Second Amendment, taxes. What the hell? The government can just go, we're going to take 39% of your profits. Sorry. We just are. We're just doing it. And the business owner goes, what? All right, I guess I'll close then. Unbelievable to me. Unbelievable. So that's what's going on in Virginia. Again, all of these will be linked down below. You can read the actual bills for yourself. You can take action. You can send messages. You can show up. You can call. CASA does a really good job. Shout out to CASA, Alex Clark, and everybody at CASA. Rhode Island, speak up against the flavor ban. Oh, this already happened. Oh, sorry. I was a little bit too late on that. Flavor ban rally. I'm not sure how it went, but there was a rally at the Rhode Island State House to oppose Governor Gia Raimondio's flavor ban. If any other governor, taxation is theft. Fuck the state. If any other governor says flavor ban because of the lung injuries, I'm going to actually lose my mind. I'm going to take my head and I'm going to pull it off of my body and I'm going to throw it at that governor. I'm going to open my eyes first and then pull off my head and then throw it at the governor so I can see the reaction on their face when they're like, holy shit, this guy just pulled his head off and threw it at me. I wonder if it was because of the flavor ban. And with my last little dying breath, I will say, yes, this was because of the flavor ban. You caused this. You're an insane person. You need to be held accountable for all of the people that are going to go back to cigarettes. You need to be held accountable for all of the businesses that are going to close. Unbelievable. Lastly, but not leastly, so we can move on to more fun things, Kansas. Public vaping ban. Public? Is there a rage sweat forming sick boy? All right. Hang on. I'm sorry. Let's wipe it off. Let's pump the brakes a little bit. Let's have a little bit of some EPA. Pinky's out, of course. Let me have a little bit of vape on this snickerdoodle custard. Feeling good. Oh, no, this already is a thing. I'm too late on this one, too. January 23rd. Sorry. It kind of already happened. I wonder if it passed. Does anybody know if the Kansas public vaping ban passed? HB 2450, which would ban vaping in the same places where smoking is prohibited. It's scheduled for a public hearing indoors. I don't know if this excludes vape shops. Businesses in Kansas are already capable of enforcing their own restrictions on vaping. Yes, this is another reason why I'm a libertarian. I don't think the state, which, fuck the state. Can we get a chant going? Fuck the state. Fuck the state. I don't think the state gets to tell private businesses what people in their private business can and can't do, assuming that they're not infringing on anybody else's freedoms or liberties, and assuming that they're not hurting, harming, or killing somebody. Obviously, a vape shop can't just be like, nope, tonight's torture night. It's where we rip someone off the street and we cut all their skin off. Obviously, yes, that is against the law. That is torture. If the vape shop, people want to vape inside a vape shop, if a bar in Kansas wants to allow vaping, if a restaurant in Kansas wants to allow smoking, they should be allowed to. And then the consumers get to vote with their dollars and say, I'm not going to that restaurant that allows smoking because they allow smoking. And then the business, based on their revenue and what the customers are doing and saying, will change and go, okay, this is costing us too much business. We have to disallow smoking here. Sorry. Capitalism. You know? Vote with your wallets. This is what a libertarian believes. Grim, water. Appreciate that, Bill. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. So, in closing, lots going on. Things happening in every state. Get over to CASA. I've been saying this for years. Get over to CASA. Follow these calls to actions, you guys. CASA really does a good job of making it as easy as possible. They don't make it like a one-click thing every time. Sometimes they'll make it like a click here to send a message. Here's all their phone numbers. Here's all their Twitters. Here's how you do it. Here's the phone number you can call. Here we're having a rally. They do as much as they possibly can. CASA is an invaluable resource in this community, in this industry, and we really appreciate them. So do it. Just do it. Get involved. And like I said, all of these will be linked below down in the description, and as well as an article. Yeah, I'll just throw this down there too. This is from USA Today. This is one of my favorite things where Brad Rodu, I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right. Brad Rodu is just a boss, just a baller. He's taken on Stanton Glantz and Stanton Glantz's bad, terrible science about vaping, talking about the heart, doubles your risk of heart attacks, when really the data said that these people had heart attacks long before they started vaping, but they eventually vaped. So Stanton Glantz went, oh, they're vapors, and they had heart attacks, so therefore vaping leads to heart attacks. And Brad went, hang on. Just a hot minute there, Stanton Glantz. And USA Today kind of posed it as like, Study linking vaping to heart attacks muddied amid spat between two tobacco researchers. Two tobacco researchers are arguing about whether vaping causes heart attacks. I realize, saying it out loud, that that's one of the most boring things on earth, but I find it really highly entertaining, and Brad is a boss. Rodu. Rodu. Okay. I like Rodu. I'm going to call him Rodu. Rodu. If I ever meet him, be like, Rodu. Bump it, Rodu. Come on, Rodu. All right, well, we are really quickly running out of time here. Oh, damn it. No. The vlog is too long. Too much stuff. Plus, I have to take a bio break. So what I'd like to do right now is we have to do it. We're going to open this mail here, and I'm going to go have a bio break. So I won't be able to get back before the... I'm going to try. I won't. I'm not going to be able to make it back. Mail! All right. Here we go. This might be the last thing that we have any time for. I might not do a retro vaping. I might not do a liquid tasting. Come on. We gotta open this mail. We just gotta. Grant here, let's do some... every segment, I guess, starts with super chats now. Every segment just starts with super chats. No, we're going to save the super chats till the end of the vape mail. I have to open this mail, mostly because I'm dying to see what's in here, and mostly because I'm dying to see what Danielle Jones got me for Christmas. That's just... Hey, I wash my hands. Here's the thing. No, that's too gross. I'm not going to talk about how I pee. It just wouldn't stop. It was one of those things that's like, okay, go pee. Okay, stop. Oh, all right, let's keep going. I want to see this. I want to see what's in this. This is my gift. This is from Danielle. This is from Danielle Jones. And I really am very excited about this. And Danielle, see, now I feel like a dick because I didn't get Danielle anything for Christmas. And that was mean. That was dumb. I should have... it's another box. It's another box. Let's see what's going on here. I'll get you something, Danielle. You know what? It doesn't even need to be a Christmas gift. You know what? Sometimes you just buy things for your friends. Kent did that for me recently. He's like, hey, I'm going to buy you a bunch of Philips Hue bulbs. And I was like, bro, thank you. Like, Kent, the tables have turned. You are a good friend. Oh. This is something for my wall. Oh, stop that. Come on, Danielle. What? Are you kidding me right now? That's me and Casey as Pickles. I'm Pickle Nick with Pickle. Casey Pickle and Pickle Nick. I have no words. This is my favorite. Thank you. This isn't going in the office. This is going in the house. This might go in the hallway. This might go in the living room. This is amazing. Danielle Jones, thank you. Damn it. I love this. I love you. Thank you. This just gives me so many feels, Danielle. Thank you. How awesome is that? How awesome. 800? Yes. You'd be wrong. It's 1,000 awesome. I love this. I love this more than I've loved things before. I don't even know where to put it. I need to go somewhere safe for now. Damn it, Danielle, that's cool. Damn it, that's cool. Well, here's what we're gonna do. Let's condense the vape mail down a little bit. You know, I want to get into some. Stuff. I want to do getting to know GrimmGreen for sure. We got a lot of super chats to do and stuff like that. And I think this is the mic package. This could be the mic package. It just said M Vapes, which over the fireplace. That's amazing. It's a few of my favorite things. It's custom art. It's me. It's my wife. It's everything great. I got a Rebirth RDA. All right. I got a Recurve Dual RDA. All right. There it is. Intake Dual in gunmetal. I might build this up and take this with me to Northern California. Intake Dual. Such a good RTA. Oh, there's no clutch. Okay, there's no clutch. That's fine. Maybe I'll have one somewhere. Oh, wait. Oh, it's liquid. A Rebirth RDA, Recurve Dual. Mike Vapes just hooked up the whole set and some liquid. I've never tried any of Mike's liquid. Hit that Boston Cream. Anybody tried this? Anybody tried Hit That Boston Cream? Interested to try that. And there's a Hit That Boston Cream Salt 12 milligram. Yes. 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 All right. Well, thank you, Mike. Thank you. All I really need out of here is this RTA. The rest of this, you know, cool kids. Cool Kids Club. Here we go. No idea. No idea who even this is from. Oh, there's a note. I cut right through it. Thank you so much for your support. We are truly grateful. Oh, it's some liquid. Okay. Maybe not. Clarksville, Arkansas. AR Liquid Co. Look, I'm never going to say no to liquid. That's not true. I've said no to liquid a lot. No, it's not. Oh, dude. So this is one of those things that I think... Unicorn Vapes. Right there. Unicorn Vapes. Let's see what's on the inside here. Hopefully it doesn't fall out. That is a tiny, tiny, tiny little mech mod. So this is kind of like, I guess, the Unicorn Vapes little 18350 guy. This is the Vert something? Vert Nano? Vert Tiny? Nope, it's called the Althenia. The Elthana? The Elthana. The Unicorn... Is that what that says? Unicorn Inc. Elthana? Get another set of eyes on that? The Elthana. Oh, look at you, little mech mod. Big fan of Unicorn. I like their mechs a lot. Man, that is a dinky little mech. I'm going to rebuild up my K-Fun. Put it on here. Look at that tiny little dope little mech. This is meant to be, you know, the Notion competition, which is fine. I'm all about some healthy competition. There's some spare rings in here, so I can change that. There's a different top cap in here as well. Little 24 millimeter guy, maybe a 22 millimeter guy. Some bands, an extra spring. I need some good 18350 batteries. Oh, this is a constant contact as well. Man, the Unicorn mods, all the machining is just so nice. Every button press, every thread is just wonderfully, beautifully smooth and nice. All right, Unicorn vapes, dope. This is something I'm actually really excited about. I have plans for this. Oh, I have plans. I have plans for this mech mod. Well, cool, Unicorn vapes. Obviously, I'm going to use that a whole bunch before it ends up on YouTube. If it ends up on YouTube as a full review. I'm already done with my beer. Man, my one weekly beer just went way too fast. Anybody else think that went a little bit too fast? You guys think I should open another one? You guys think I should have another beer? No, I won't. I won't. I'll be good. Stupid. Whoa. This is some heavy nonsense. This is from Maine Vape Co. I still have a bunch of Maine Vape Co. liquid. I'm wondering if this is just a whole mess of Prickly Smooth. Because that would be kind of amazeballs. Oh, it's a whole mess of liquid, man. There's some 120s in here. Dark Matter. Supernova. Oh, there is some Prickly Smooth. Of course, Prickly Smooth. I want to vape Prickly Smooth as soon as possible. Glacier Mint Gum. Ruby Roo. Ruby Roo. Glacier Mint Gum. Mint Gum. Prickly Smooth Purple. Yeah. Well, right on, Maine Vape Co. We got some very random liquid tastings here. What is this? Blue Raz Salt. Ooh, 20 milligram. It's too much for old GrimmGreen. Trying to reduce my nicotine intake. Purple Prickly. Normal Prickly. Well, sick. Thank you, Maine Vape Co. This is completely unexpected and very much appreciated. Glacier Sub-Zero. That just sounds like the mentholiest menthol that's ever mentholed. Woo! Hi. Holy menthol. Hi. I am menthol mouth now. Well, I'm really into this menthol Glacier Mint Gum. That just sounds good. That just sounds good. Maybe I'll build up my recurve dual, my intake dual. I'll put it on the Unicorn vapes, and I'll put that mint in it. That might not actually be that awesome. That Unicorn Vapes mech requires a special type of resistance atomizer that a big Cloud Chasey dual coil RTA probably isn't going to be the best thing on top of it. No idea where this is from. Whoa, hardware. Ooh, neat. What the crap? Oh, snap and a half. Kali V2. RDA RSA. Kali from QP Designs. 25 millimeter diameter side terminal postless deck. Squared post holes. Let's get a look at this bastard. Is that it? It's in a lot of plastic, isn't it? QP Design. I like QP stuff. I don't love everything they've done, but the majority of stuff they've done, I've really, really liked. I like that they include some caps. Oh, blue. Dude, blue on this? How sick would that be? QP Designs. Yeah, looks like a two-post. I'm not sure you're going to be able to see that deck right there. It looks like a little bit of a postless design, but there's posts on either side of it. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, the positives kind of cut through the middle in that little zigzag right there. So positive, negative, positive, negative. So you can drop your coils in like this, like straight down instead of straddling it like that. Huh. So if you put them in like that, you bend them in a little bit, that means your airflow is going to go like that? Oh, that's legitimately smooth airflow for a slot. Ugh, not that side. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Well, look, I got some stuff to use. I'm probably going to shoot some videos and reviews and stuff while I'm on my break, you know, just to have some stuff waiting in the wings ready to go. This is obviously one of those things that I'm going to be using. I like that blue. I want to put this blue on this blue so bad. Holy fucking a half. I just unscrewed the Falcon tank off my mod and I completely took off the base with it. Awesome. Yep, that's going to be the ticket right there. Look how sick as tits that's going to be. I don't know if Rip Tripper says that anymore, so I'm just going to steal it from him, but that looks sick as tits. Is it a badass RDA Eagle? Eagle Livewire? Have you used it? Resquonkable contraption. That looks cool. I just like blue. I'm going to leave this out as a reminder to build it. I'm going to build that during the That's What She Said show. Coming up on Ruby Roo's YouTube. Oh, there's some coils in here too even. All right. Well, I got coils and a lanyard and a QP design poppy fucking thing. I don't know. I've never used those. You poppy fucking thing. So we're not going to get to a retro vape tonight, obviously. What we might be able to squeak out of this. This is from Melanie. Fragile, world-renowned art inside. All right, Melanie. Are you a yo-yoy? I'm trying to be as fragile. I'm trying to be as careful as possible. That blue on blue. I mean, I can't stop looking at it. Look how cool that is. See how cool that's going to be with like some coils in there? Blue on blue. I just love the way that looks. Oh, man. You can tighten down that airflow. I love that the top cap on this RDA doesn't lock in. And I get why a lot of RDAs do lock in, because people want their airflow to be pointed right at their coils. And it also helps when you're taking your atomizer on and off your device. You know, you have little teeth for it to grab onto. It's honestly one of my least favorite designs, because I feel like with certain RDAs, I want to control where the airflow goes. You know, I want to twist this airflow to how I like it and then point those holes directly at my coils. So with this, you can do that. You can do that easily. Smooth. And to get it off, here's a little trick. Go like this. I'm just kidding. To get it off, so like the Turk, it doesn't have any tabs. So I can just twist this and twist this in both directions, and it's not going to come off. But all you have to do to get it off your mod is you just pull like to one side. Like if you just grab the top cap and give it a little bit of pressure to one side and then unscrew it, it'll come right off. There's no need for tabs. It's just a little trick that I've been doing like my whole life. It's just a real easy little trick. Fire. Okay. I just wanted to have a toot. It's no big deal. It's whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna actually build that up later. I have to get to this world-renowned art inside of here, and I have to be careful. Cut towards yourself, always. I don't even pretend to do it correctly anymore. What the what? I don't know if I can show this on YouTube. Melanie, this is some erotic art. Can I show this on YouTube? Remember, this stream is for adults only. We're going to be doing some adult things over here. And now I got perfect, like, bolted on tits stormtrooper. Just the roundest boobs ever on earth. Interesting anatomy. No fingers. Ain't that a damn thing? Whoa, that's kind of dope too. Holy shit. Okay, that's kind of dope. You'd have to do it like this though. Then it's J Haze. That is the J Haze trademark right there. I don't even want to do it. He'll get mad at me. That's the J Haze. I wonder if she took J Haze's hand, just flipped it upside down. But this, that is some awesomeness. That is sick as tits. That is sick as tits. Melanie, this is world-renowned art. World-renowned art. I think this one's my favorite. Nothing against, like, the bolted-on tits Stormtrooper, but Baby Yoda is just, I mean, Baby Yoda. I know, exactly. Demonetized. Got demonetized. Melanie, thank you. Very cool. I love art. I love having cool shit. I even like the bolted on tits Stormtrooper. Like, I don't care. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I love art and weird shit. And this Baby Yoda, that is awesome. For anybody listening on the podcast version of this, it's exactly as I described. It's a topless Stormtrooper woman with X's over her naughty bit nipples and very round symmetrical breasts. Like, too perfect. You know, it looks too good. But Baby Yoda, that is some of the sickest thing I've ever seen. I love the crap out of this. This is a framer. This is I'm going to have to put it in my office. I just have no other options. Have to put that in my office. Dang. All right. Well, there's some, look. There's some DHL packages, which I guess I'll get to at some point. Maybe the MVP5 is in there. I don't know. We'll open those later because it's already 6:11. I have to end this stream. Let's do a few of the super chats and then let's actually man, I'm so indecisive. I am too indecisive. Man, there's a lot of super chats. Grant, okay. Let's do actually first, before we do the super chats, we'll do the super chats last, but I do want to do a real quick getting to know GrimmGreen. This is kind of one of the fun parts I was talking about, and I kind of would like to do getting to know GrimmGreen. I was going to talk about that Forbes thing that was at the very, very front. This little quote right here that says, if a defiant teenager is bent on breaking the rules and his options for doing so are snorting cocaine, smoking weed, binge drinking, smoking tobacco, huffing solvents, or vaping, do we want him convinced that vaping is the most hazardous option? Forbes did a great article. I'll link it down in the description of this video. I didn't get any time really to spend on it, and it's because I'm trying to fit 10 pounds of shit into a 5-pound bag here on the vlog. I'm like, I'm going to talk about this and this and this and mail and beer and retro vapes and liquid and mail and this and that and shout outs and viewer mails and favorite comments of the week and news and advocacy and getting to know GrimmGreen, and it can all be done in 2 hours. I'm just unrealistic with my time management is really what this comes down to. Just completely unrealistic about my time management. So right now, I want to do a real quick getting to know GrimmGreen boosh. So for the getting to know GrimmGreen segments in the vlog now, I'm just going to be picking some records out of my record collection because every record in my collection has a story of why I own it, what I love about it, and what it means to me. Every record has a story. Music is a story. And I'm picking this one this week is because some people noticed it on my Instagram when I posted a picture of my records, and I don't keep them in any order at all, which should drive me crazy, but doesn't. And someone was like, oh, I noticed this. I noticed that. Record we're going to be talking about tonight. Oh, this is Warren Zevon. This is Excitable Boy. This is hands down one of my favorite records of all time. This is a really old record, and this is the one of the two artists that my mom introduced me to. My dad is the one who is responsible for a lot of my tastes in music. He kind of, at a very young age, set me on that path that was like rock music. You know, he listens to The Doors, he listened to The Who, he listened to all these great rock bands, Led Zeppelin, Steely Dan, a lot of rock and roll music, right? And so that's just the path I went down. I went from, you know, and it was a really quick progression. It was like I went from The Doors to The Who to like Queensryche, Faith No More, AC/DC. Like that's just the road I traveled. And then you get into like, oh, and then we're starting to listen to metal, and then we're starting to listen to Slayer, and then we're starting to listen to Napalm Death, and then we're starting to listen to Death and Cancer and all of these great death metal bands, Morbid Angel. And that's what I spent. That's just the path I took. And my mom didn't have a really big influence on me musically other than giving me a profound love of bagpipes, which if Barbara, you're still here, profound love of bagpipes and a profound love of Warren Zevon. This record in particular, it's got his big hit, his one big hit, Werewolves of London, that I'm sure most everybody has heard. That is truly and honestly, look, it's a great song. It's probably my least favorite song on this album. Johnny Strikes Up the Band. Are you kidding me? So this album perpetually gives me familial feels. This album will always remind me of my mom, 100%. We listened to it ad nauseum growing up, and I really, really liked it. And when you're a little kid, you sing along. Werewolves of London, right? She gave me a profound love of this Warren Zevon album, and it will forever, forever remind me of my mom. It's one of the things, you know, like Disneyland, Warren Zevon, bagpipes, those things are just my connections, you know, to my mom. And I love my mom, and she's fantastic. I'm talking about her like she's not around anymore. She is very much still around, trying to get her to come down and visit and go with me to Disneyland. But this album will always remind me of my mom. And one of the things that I didn't really even notice until, I mean, this is within the last like 2 years of listening to this, album, is Excitable Boy. This is your homework. I hope everybody, yeah, you're Scottish soul. I am a Scottish soul as well. Clan Buchanan here from Scotland. Clan Buchanan. I belong to a clan. Bagpipes rule. Bagpipes rule. I love bagpipes. I love bagpipes. My mom is still very much here. I love my mom. I love my mom. I love my parents. I love my family. And I love my mom because of Warren Zevon. So I hope that everybody did their homework from last week from the vlog. Did everybody listen to In Flames Cloud Connected? In Flames Cloud Connected. I hope everybody listened to it. One of my favorite tracks off of one of my favorite albums of all time. This week's homework, this week's Getting to Know GrimmGreen homework is to listen to the title track, Excitable Boy, on the Warren Zevon Excitable Boy album. It's all over, you know, you can find it anywhere. YouTube, you know, you don't have to buy the record. It's on YouTube, it's on Spotify, it's on Apple Music, it's everywhere. Listen to Excitable Boy and then really listen to and read the lyrics of Excitable Boy. It's a real interesting song. It's such an upbeat song for the lyrics that it is, because the lyrics are bananas. You did? Rick Martin, listen to In Flames. Fuck yeah, In Flames. In Flames Cloud Connected. I'm telling you, I'm giving you bangers here. I only hand out bangers. I don't hand out any clunkers. I only hand out bangers. And Warren Zevon's Excitable Boy, the whole record is a banger, but the title track, Excitable Boy, is my favorite track on the album. You should definitely listen to it. And actually, that's not entirely true. That's not entirely true. My favorite track on this album, besides just, here's your homework, is listen to the whole album. Listen to the entire album. No, listen to the title track, Excitable Boy, and listen to my favorite song on this album. My favorite song on this album is called Lawyers, Guns, and Money. What a great song title. Warren Zevon, you genius. Lawyers, Guns, and Money. Favorite track on this album is Lawyers, Guns, and Money. We had it on our wedding playlist. So during dinner, during the reception, we had a big playlist, and Lawyers, Guns, and Money is on my wedding playlist, and I just love it. I love this album. I musically, I love it. I love Warren Zevon. You know, he's one of these artists that never really got a lot of critical acclaim. All he's really known for is Werewolves of London, and he's got a really great catalog of songs. He's a really great singer, a really great songwriter. I just like Warren Zevon. I have a little Warren Zevon pin on my black denim jacket that's just a wolf head that says Zevon. And I think that's so fucking cool. So listen to Lawyers, Guns, and Money and Excitable Boy off of the Warren Zevon Excitable Boy album. And that's why I bought this on vinyl, because I want to own this music, because it connects me to so many people. It connects me not just to my mom, but to my wife, to my family, to my wedding. And honestly, it's a banger, dude. It's a banger. I'm only handing out bangers. I'm never going to hand out a clunker. As I said, we only hand out bangers here. Only hand out bangers. Did I even do the Getting to Know GrimmGreen bumper? Boop. I think I did. Anyway, we got 10 minutes left in this here vlog. Unfortunately, I will not get to a retro vaping. Unfortunately, I will not get to a liquid tasting. But that doesn't mean that I'm never going to do them again. The problem is the vlog is just, it's so packed with stuff. So eventually I'm going to have to leave out a segment in order to get the retro vaping in, I think. I might have to leave out a segment to get those liquid tastings in, because I really miss them. I had a liquid plan for tonight that I was really excited to try, but it's just not going to happen. But Excitable Boy from Warren Zevon definitely needs to happen. So, Lawyers, Guns, and Money. Well, Rollin' the Headless Thompson Gunner is an unbelievable song. That's actually my dad's favorite track off of that album is Rollin' the Headless Thompson Gunner. What a great song. I'm telling you, every song on that album, Excitable Boy, is a banger. Banger. So we're going to wrap up this here vlog video. We're going to spend the last few minutes here. We're just going to wrap up these super chats. So anybody watching on the replay, anybody listening on the podcast, we're just going to do some super chats. Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out, but we're far from over because Grant, very gracious of you. Here's a little bit of a super chat. All right, Grant, very gracious of you. I just want to thank you for the In Flames recommendation and for helping me get off my pack-a-day smoking habit. Awesome. That is two of my favorite things of all time. I love that. Got off cigarettes and you got into In Flames. That's a win-win, Grant. That is a win effing win. Dat Fat Ripper's back. Haven't tuned into a vlog in a fat minute, but I got an entire shop myself tonight, so I guess who's watching the vlog while I fix skis? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, fixing skis. I miss fixing skis. I used to be a ski tech guy. I could give your skis some maintenance like you can't imagine. P-techs all over the place. You want to bond? You want to weld? I'll weld your edge back into your board for you. Throw some P-techs on there, wax it up, scrape it off, get those edges going. Man, I miss working on skis. Fleet Paw Swiftback, very gracious of you. Hey, Nick, I don't know what the hell happened to NBC's New Amsterdam, but it got my dad to say, can you smoke your poison later while I was vaping earlier? Pissed me off royally. Yeah, that's something that I was going to touch on. Evidently, there's a show on NBC called New Amsterdam, and it's a doctor show, and some kid came in on the show. There was a hospitalized kid, and he was hospitalized for vaping. And that's the terminology they used, was vaping. Kid hospitalized because of vaping. So we have actors pretending to be doctors, pretending to treat another actor that's pretending to be sick from vaping. That's where we're at right now in entertainment. Unbelievable. So, I mean, whatever. Just don't watch New Amsterdam. Just email NBC. I mean, we have the numbers. We have the power. That's what libertarianism is based on. Power to the consumers. If you don't like the way NBC's doing shit, let them know. Tell them publicly on Twitter. I think it's honestly pretty disgraceful for them to put vaping in that kind of situation. That episode is not going to hold up well over time, and a little bit of a deep dive would see that they're completely wrong. And really, is that how you want to portray on television the most successful quit smoking aid in the history of human civilization? Okay, NBC, okay. That's shitty. You're just a shitty company. Shitty NBC. And I know people are like, oh, well, you like Disney. Disney owns NBC. You have a stormtrooper. Like, yeah, I do. Me watching Star Wars doesn't have anything to do with NBC and the writers on New Amsterdam. We can't just be mad at Disney altogether. We have to be specific about what we're angry about. There's no difference in that between them saying vaping. It's just not this umbrella term, you know? Anyway, Coilhead Fred, very gracious of you. I miss Atlanta Peach Leaf. I'm sad. It reminds me of my daughter being born. Do you know of a liquid or recipe that is similar? I'm hurting. I don't, and I apologize. I can't talk about it right now. Maybe sometime in the future I can talk about what happened, but I just can't talk about it right now. I miss Atlanta Peach Leaf. I tried my best. That's all I'm going to say. I tried my best, and people weren't receptive. So that's as vague as I can be about it. But I don't know. I'm going to be getting into some DIYing. We were talking about this, speaking from the time machine on the podcast on Sunday. I'm going to be getting into some DIY. I'm going to start following Wayne heavily from DIY or Die. I'm going to learn at the feet of the master of DIY, and I'm going to get into it because there's some flavors out there that just, damn it, need to be mixed up again. I'll send you some Vape Tricks beer. Check Patreon. Frank, that's awesome of you. You do not have to do that. I would really appreciate it, but you definitely don't have to. Eifer, well, you can super chat a link. He super chatted me a link. Oh, here it is. Yeah. Prairie Vape Tricks Craft Shack. It's called Vape Tricks by Prairie Artisan Ales. One can is $5.99. Well, I appreciate that, Eifer. Appreciate that link. Now I have the link. We're going to try this Vape Tricks beer. This Vape Tricks beer is going to be the first beer. Go Fresho 3. All right. I'll go hang out with Fresho 3. I know he's a DIY guy. Thank you for that, Eifer. New Wave Dave. Did you see the TED Talk on vaping? It's a rager. No, I didn't, because I knew what it was going to be before I even needed to watch it. Maybe I'll do a video on it, but it's too much negative news. It's too much negative news. And honestly, it's not inspiring me to give up. It's inspiring me to do way more, but I want to be constructive about it because it's not really super constructive to just get on this vlog and get on YouTube and just be mad and angry and yell. There's nothing productive about that, you know? So I want to try to be productive about it. I'll give it a watch. I'm sure it's a rager. Pixel Demon, enjoy your one beer a week like no one has ever enjoyed their one beer a week before. Love the vlog. All the best from Germany. Absolutely, Pixel Demon. I will savor this one weekly beer. That's Wicked Up. Yes! That's the news and advocacy bumper guy. That's Wicked Up. See, I knew it was something about Wicked. Let's take another look. I added some music, bro. Yeah, that's Wicked Up. Made that up for me. Really appreciate that, man. Really very cool. West Yorkshire Vapor. It's my birthday. Let's have a beer together. Happy fucking birthday, West Yorkshire Vapor. That's from me to you. GrimmGreen to West Yorkshire Vapor. Happy birthday. Italian Hillbilly. Sabbatical is good, Nick. Cherish the time with your dad. Lost mine a long time ago. I'm very sorry to hear that, and I always, always do. I always cherish that time. Always. Even if it's under cruddy circumstances, even if it's because he's getting surgery, I still cherish it. Ifer, very gracious of you. Watch AEW. It's not fantastic, but it's better than WWE. Yeah, that's what Matt Sinister was telling me as well, right? You were telling me about AEW? Don't really remember. I still like the WWE. You know, I'll get into it. Bob Berkowitz in the Forest of Doom. British Eyes. I don't even know where to begin explaining that to everybody. We talked about it on the Patreon stream. You can't, if you Google Bob Berkowitz in the Forest of Doom, I don't think it actually brings up anything. Bob Berkowitz in the Forest of Doom. No. Okay. Yeah. Bob Berkowitz in the Forest of Doom. Yeah, okay. It doesn't really bring anything up, which is fine. Nick. Yeah, bro. I love you, man. Trey. You know what? That's awesome of you, man. I love you too, bro. Thank you for coming out. Ifer. I might just write Penn and Teller. No joke. Write them. Penn Jillette of Penn and Teller is one of my heroes of all time. He was just on a podcast, the something podcast that Pickle just texted it to me. I'm going to listen to it. I love Penn. I love Penn Jillette. He's just one of my favorite people of all time. Josh H., hello from Paris. While you're on vacation, what RDA would you recommend? I get it for my topside dual. Also, thank you for all you do. And yes, I'm a truck driver on the graveyard shift. Damn, Josh. Damn. Graveyard truck driving. That ain't no joke, bro. What RDA would I recommend for squonking? On your top side, Mike Vapes. Recurve Dual RTA. Really great squonker RDA. I would say the Dead Goat, but I don't think you'll be able to find a Dead Goat anywhere. At all. Anywhere. And that's just a huge bummer. But hello from the United States, Josh. Rick, very gracious of you. Vlog, shed time, advocacy, and a fresh build. Life is good. Much love from C137. Have a good break. Thank you, Rick. I really appreciate that. Sick boy. Easy, Nick. Rage sweat forming. I know. It wasn't, but it was. Ethan, very gracious of you. Hey, Nick, just got off work. Where do you stream season 4 of Rick and Morty? Hulu doesn't have it. I had to buy it from iTunes. I bought the season pass on iTunes, which means I can stream it whenever I want. That's the only place I've seen it. It might end up on Hulu soon, but I have no idea. That's all wicked up. Nick, I feel your frustration. I was talking about advocacy at work. My coworkers took the stance of when they see vapor, they see a smoker. What? Shake my head. That being said, let's at least have some fun here with this vlog. Yeah, that's just the thing, right? It looks like smoking, so people just dislike it, and it makes me insane. That looks like something I don't like. Some good advice from Ifer there. Hydrate myself. Appreciate that, brother. Dave Moore, very gracious of you. Have a great vacation. Off to catch the rest of the replay. Graveyard. Sleep well, Dave Moore. Sleep. Samuelito. Nick, do you have an Asgard RDA? I've been wanting one. No, I don't have one, but the Asgard has been like the most hyped RDA that I've ever heard. Like, everybody's like, Asgard. I don't know what RDA that is. I will look into it. I don't have one, but I might just buy one just because I'm buying into the hype that everybody has for it. British Eyes, have a great break. We'll all be here when you get back. Also, definitely not poking fun with my previous super chats. Love you, Nick. Sending beer soon. British Eyes, I know. Thank you, bro. Ranger Man, very gracious of you. I just noticed that my cat is watching too. I hope he's not too young for adult content. Well, if it's a kitten, Get it out of the room. There's no puppies allowed here. There's no kittens allowed here. There's no kids allowed here. Only adults are here. You're going to hear the word fuck. You're going to hear the word cunt. You're going to hear the word beer. We're going to be drinking it. We're going to be vaping. Kittens are fine. Kittens can watch. Kittens, gates open, come on in. Ethan, very gracious of you. Lol, you just reminded me of my K-Fun Light 2019. It's coming in the mail tomorrow. Hell yeah. Hope you enjoy it. It's awesome. Mine just got cleaned out today. No, Eifer, it was not as bad as Icicles. That frosty juice, not as bad as Icicles. Icicles is still far and away the worst mentholated, just good God. It's like vaping Icicles is essentially a punishment. That's the only way I can describe vaping Icicles from Axiom. Punishment. Mark Lane, AZ Advocate, how are you, man? I had to miss a few Tuesdays and vlogs. I've been traveling to San Diego for youth sports, seeing family in San Diego, then dealing with HOA. Yeah, I volunteer too much. Just my monthly contribution to help. Thank you, AZ Advocate. Always appreciate it. Always appreciate what you're doing. You're welcome to come by, stop by anytime. I mean, here on the vlog, not my house. Eifer, very gracious of you. You should listen to NRBQ and Sunraw. Oh, I should I? You're just going to boss me around like that, Eifer? That's messed up. All right. Well, let me add these to my Google. I'm going to Google search for these and we'll come back to them, but I will definitely check them out. And then lastly, Pole. All right. Yo-Yo and Nick, Celtic Pipes rock. Listen to them. Yes. Celtic Pipes rule. Celtic fiddling is also one of my favorite things of all time. Man, when you get a bunch of Irish fiddlers together and they start stomping around and fiddling, you get sucked into it. You're like, yeah, here we go. And you get in there and you can't not have fun. You can't not have fun. Hey, Mike Vapes, Recurve, RDA. Opened your package, Mike. Very incredibly gracious of you. Incredibly gracious. I got the Recurve Dual. I got the Intake Dual. I got everything. Thank you, Mike. And thank you for coming out. I mean, we're here at the last 5 minutes of the vlog, man, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Mike. You guys have a good stream tonight, my man. Creating with Ken. Finally caught alive. I'm not outside your window, I swear. All right. All right, Ken. I mean, I believe you. I feel like you could be outside my window right now, my man. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so wow, what a great vlog. What a fun vlog. We got a little bit ragey with some state stuff, but really that's not meant to be ragey. That's just meant to be motivational. There's just so much stuff going on, and we have to do two things. We have to advocate for this wonderful, wonderful product that we've found that has got us all off of tobacco cigarettes. And I say this all the time. Everybody deserves to quit the way that we got to quit. Everybody deserves that, you know? Everybody does. And I'm not going to rest until everybody gets to, or at least everybody has the opportunity to. We want vaping to remain safe, legal, and accessible for all adult Americans. Youth use and adult use are mutually exclusive things. When you hear politicians talking, they conflate these two things together and they make it seem like, well, adults can have it, but if kids start using it, then adults can't have it. That's a dangerous way to think. We can both end youth use and preserve adult use. It's just going to take a little bit of work, and it's going to take a little bit of regulating with a scalpel. It's going to take a little bit of understanding. It's going to take a little bit of a deep dive into this issue rather than just saying vaping bad. You know what? Smoking bad, vaping good. That's my platform. I'm running for president 2020. Smoking bad, vaping good. Smoking bad, vaping good. So that's it, you guys. I think that's it for this vlog. I know I forgot stuff. I had a great random liquid tasting planned out. I had a great retro vaping planned out, but there'll be time for that. There'll be time for that later. So at the risk of this vlog going way too long, and people, when they click on the replay and they're like, 2 hours and 10 minutes, like, ah, fuck. Don't forget, there are timestamps down in the bottom. I'm going to just say goodbye for now, just for a little bit. Consider this like C-3PO in The Rise of Skywalker, where they erased his memory and it didn't really matter because R2-D2 had a backup of it anyway. Thanks, J.J. Abrams, for the mystery box fake out, you dumb storyteller that doesn't know how to tell a story. Think of it as that. I'm C-3PO. I'm just going to be gone, and I'm coming right back, and I'm going to be refreshed, and I'm going to be re-energized, and I'm waiting for that clutch from Mike Vapes. Waiting for that clutch from Mike Vapes, bro. Mike Vapes. I hope you're good, man. I miss you. We had so much fun hanging out in the UK. I miss you, bro. I hope you're doing good. But yeah, so thank you. Thank you guys for being so understanding. Thank you for allowing me to be who I am and to do what I do. I give a shit about vaping, and I want to do everything I can to preserve our industry, to preserve our culture, to preserve our community. It just means the world to me. Your support means the world to me. And thank you guys so much for watching. And no matter what anybody tells you, absolutely, you should keep on vaping. Be excellent to each other, guys. Peace.